is Wednesday and I'm running late, hence why you're on my head and you can't see me. I am on my way to Lutterworth. I'm in mine, obviously, with the Decker, and I've got 38 up above Doncaster to then come back down to Melton to hopefully get a backload back home. I'm pretty sure I will. So yeah, not a bad day in the office. Liam's actually in front of me. He's coming to help load because these can be absolute and the son has gone to New Zealand for 3 weeks, so I feel like that's a bit rude. So we'll let him out of bed and he's come to help me, and he also said, oh that's fine, I'll come and help you, and then I'll get on with workshop jobs because he's absolutely manned out with them at the moment. So I was like, yeah, grand, okay. So technically I did him a favour. So he's up, he's motivated for the day. You're welcome, Liam, you're welcome. But I have got Angus on today. I've already seen them. I saw them on last Saturday actually. They were already picked out and they're quite big. So yeah, we'll see how this loading situation goes. Like I said, they can be very annoying, let's just put it that way. But yeah, let's go. Look how happy this will make him. He's going to be behind me. I need a wee. Okay. Right, so we have just left. Liam was too busy talking to say goodbye, so I was like, bye, see you next week. And Liam didn't love it, no. But they loaded not too bad. There was only two sections that were a bit of a pain in the arse. But the rest loaded quite well. They are big beasties. But yeah, they're not too bad actually. We've got 38 on. So what I've done is 3-3, 5-5-6 underneath, and then a 3-3-5-5 up top. So yeah, hopefully they travel nicely and they're not a racket. But to be honest, when I left they were stood quite nice, so they weren't too bad. Just see how we go. I feel like I've done my shoulder in again pushing, but that's normal. That's just normal now. Good start to the morning. Woo. I couldn't get off in time because there was a lorry next to me, and that's quite annoying. So the more that I stand, everybody's blowing their routers, I don't know why. So the more I stand, the more these cattle get restless and restless and restless. That's why if we get stood for half an hour, I can ring the police and say animal welfare. Everything is below animal welfare, so they have to get me off and carry on ASAP. Liam's just joined the fire service, and he actually told me that as well. I was like, well, I sort of knew that, but yeah, it's always animal welfare. It's always first. So my cab is rocking, so not for that reason, just they will not stand still. They stand still when you're travelling, but I've got 20 minutes until I can ring the police. So we'll see. That'd be a good bit of footage, wouldn't it? I was really looking forward to calling the police. I thought that'd be quite cool. But unfortunately, we're on our move. I would say unfortunately, I'm quite glad we're on the move, because I was getting a bit... The cattle were getting peed, I was getting peed, and I just wanted to get on. It's okay, we're getting on now. Dun, 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 dun. Struggling. We're not really struggling, we're doing 40 from a standstill. That's not quite good. That's quite good. Don't tell me when to shift up, because you do not know when to shift up to save fuel. You know how heavy you are. You're like running at 44 ton. That wasn't a good gear up, was it? Because now you're not pulling very well. This is why we don't listen to how the lorry thinks we're going to drive. To start off, this car's really annoying me now, and hey, secondly, we had a bit of a fault, didn't we, Brum? Yes we did. We came up with an engine malfunction and an exhaust malfunction while we were going down a hill. Obviously climbed the hill first, and I was like, I rang Liam. I was like, my lorry's decided to die on me. It wasn't red, it was orange, so we could carry on. And then we were talking about it, thinking, oh, it probably needs like a DPF, which is expensive. This is an expensive part, lorry, so we don't want that. But it went off. But obviously it's going to store the fault in the computer inside it. So Liam said he's going to plug it in when I get back, but that won't be for a while. It did do it last week, an engine malfunction. I did tell him, but he didn't answer the phone. And then it comes off. Mike, who is absolutely fantastic with DAFs, who's been out a couple of times, did say on the mileage that it will need a DPF. But I don't want that. Anyway, let's go. So I booked in for 9:30. I've just come off the A1 and it's 9:32. So the traffic was terrible today. I swear this week, right, the traffic has just been stupid. Mr. J. Seals is here. Alright. do not find washing out satisfying. Why? Because it takes quite a bloody lot. It's easy when it rains. All the way up here. That is what we like. Right, so we have just left and now we're going to head on to Melton. Liam was a good egg last night and he made me a roll. Well, it's more of a baguette, which I'm going to eat when I get to Melton. Because it's 12 o'clock, so by the time I get to Melton it'll be like 1:30, then it's lunchtime. I was getting a bit bored of washing out, but you always get to the end section and be like, I'm bored now. But what I didn't have to do was wash the wash down because it was flooded. So you can't complain too much about that, can ya? Oh dear, because I think he's in a right foul mood. He's not going to let anybody in. It's quite funny. But he wouldn't let me in. And I could come onto the slip road. I think he thinks, nope, no one's pushing in front of me. You're not doing the trick of get off the junction and on the junction. I wasn't even on the A1. Look, you watch this. He's going to not let the pickup in. You watch. I'll be very surprised if he lets the pickup in. Oh, well, that's boring. Oh, I really wanted him to try. Oh, well, that's boring. You know what? I thought I'd see Dad, but obviously not. I thought I'd see him on his way up to Lincoln, but no, he's not. Don't know where he is. But this is what you call service, right? So I had someone ring me last night while I was doing paperwork saying they've got some sheep in Melton to pick up. When could I do them, like yesterday or today? So I was like, yeah, I'm heading into Melton. Tomorrow is in today. Anyway, I'll pick them up then. Because they were coming back towards home. And then I had a brain, so I put the phone down. She was like, yeah, I'll get the paperwork. I was like, grand, okay. Then I dropped the phone and I was like, I've got a brilliant idea. I've got a fantastic idea. So I rang Dad and I was like, where are you? He was like, oh, along the 46 heading towards Leicester. And I'm like, whereabouts? Have you gone past the Melton junction? He was like, well, yeah. I said, well, whereabouts are you on the 46? He was like, well, heading towards Hobby Horse Roundabout. And I was like, ha! There is many junctions for the Melton. There's not just one junction, there's many junctions for Melton. And I was like, right, go into Melton, you've got some sheep to pick up. And he was like, oh, okay then. So off he goes into Melton, trundles, blah, blah, blah. So I rang her back up and I was like, change of plan. Dad's just going past. He's on his way in now. She's like, oh, grand, yeah. I'll wait for him. So I was like, grand, yeah. He pulls in and she was like, I only rang half an hour ago and the lorry's pulling in and loading up. And I said to Dad, that is what you call service. Yes. That was only because he was on his way back from Lincoln and he was going past and I just sent him in. But that is what you call service. I do need a wee and I really need my sandwich. And my timings aren't great. I did say an hour, I'd get there for like 1:30. It's 1:26 and I'm not going to get there in 4 minutes, I can assure you now. Give it another 15 and we'll get there. Right. Let's carry on into Melton and see which dock we can get on. Doesn't look very promising about a dock. That one it is then. On the dock with his rag. I've done that terribly. Terribly. Lunchtime.
50, 5, 60, 5, 70, 5, 1980, 1980, out here. 1980, pitch right. So, and down we go at 90 and 80, a bit done. Nichols, 1980.
Hot cup of tea. This is what I need to keep warm. Currently can't get out. There's no driver. I physically can't go back anymore, and I can't move. That's a bit poo, isn't it? Oh, great, yeah. I'd like to go. Right, we're just leaving. 15, better than nothing. So yeah, I'm a bit chilly, but it's okay. I had my night eater on in my lorry, so it's toasty in here. Go! Huh. Right, let's head back, shall we? That's a good idea. Let's see if I get stuck this time. Trying to manoeuvre my way out of Mark's shed now. Quite difficult. You can't see a lot, it's dark. Suited and booted, that GoPro's died. She's like, no, I don't want to work today. Okay then. it's good down to if we are. If I can get around the gate, which I can. There's a car coming. But anyway, there's not a lot of muck in here, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't take too long to wash out. But let's go home. Obviously, you're not on my head at the moment, so let's go. So, the van driver in front of me is unable to go backwards. So, we're expecting the Arctic lorry to drive backwards up the lane. Because, yes, that's what we're meant to do. There is a car behind me as well, by the way. Not that the van could go over right now. Look, the van could go over, but no. The lorry has to go back and nearly got stuck on the verge. The best of it was she didn't even say thank you! Thanks, Maidwell Hall. Oh my God. You know what? I cannot be dealing with people that don't have manners. Manners take nothing. They cost nothing. A simple thank you very much goes a long way. That has really peed me off. That I had to, this shows how much better of a driver I was compared to the young woman that was in the minibus for Maidwell Hall. She just sat in the middle of the road when the lorry, Arctic lorry, had to reverse all the way up the road because she couldn't be bothered to get over onto the grass. Bearing in mind, I nearly got stuck on the grass. A simple thank you, and then I didn't even get that. What? So this is a good thing about market cattle is that there's hardly any poop on the side. I have just like, I always, when I'm home, I always TFR it all on the side so it has a good wash. Even though I'm only doing 3 sections down here, I always do it just so I know it's having a good wash, because it doesn't normally get a wash out here. We don't do a lot of stores on this, it mainly does fat cattle. So when I can get the TFR on it, I do. So this won't take me very long, probably all of 15 minutes. But we'll get this done. So we are finito. Yes, I do have some lights out. Yes, my light board's not on the bull bar anymore. That's being fixed because like the wiring's all gone in the board, which is very annoying because it's only 2 years old. But I've got 2 lights out here. 1 on my grill, 2. They're in the workshop. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.